Good morning, fellow listeners to EmoNews. We are at the Bureau of Standards Center for National Testing of Excellence, where we are witnessing a very important activity this morning relating to cocoa development in the Commonwealth of Dominica under the Cocoa Cluster Development Project as spearheaded through the DEXA initiative. The Ministry of Agriculture and the Bureau of Standards have been partnering with regards to a national cocoa sampling exercise. We are seeing the witness of that activity here unfolding this morning, whereby 114 farms across the 7 agricultural regions in Dominica have been sampled. This sample analysis is very important as it relates to the international export of cocoa and chocolate-derived products. Currently, on the international scene, there are issues and concerns related to cadmium levels and the occurrence of cadmium. Now, what is cadmium? Cadmium is a naturally occurring heavy metal found in volcanic soils. It is of interest to the European Union and the international community, such as dietary exposures can cause health concerns with regards to the frequency and the levels as consumed. And chocolate products has been targeted as one of these products whereby the maximum residual levels has been set. So for Dominica, this piece of work is important, whereby we have an opportunity now to go into the international community and actually lobby our case. Because though it may not be necessarily be a health issue, it is definitely a technical barrier to trade. So in the absence of data there, we are subject in terms of international norms. So what we have seen happening again, 114 farms have been sampled, and we have sampled soil samples from the 0 to 15 centimeter profile and the 15 to 30 centimeter profile. We have also taken leaf samples. We will be doing some DNA analysis. Obviously, we would recognize that, for example, in Dominica, we have cocoa trees that are over 100 years of age. So the genetic information encoded inside these trees, they would be of tremendous genetic information to the country. So we have also actually prepared for analysis samples of the cocoa pods to include the nibs, the shell, and the leaves. And this, like I said, is all geared towards the analysis of cadmium, which is a heavy, naturally occurring metal. So it is some exciting times for the cocoa industry, and the results will actually be of benefit in terms of the arsenal that Dominica can use as it relates to international lobbying efforts, particularly at the Codex Alimentarius and those kind of international forums.
Dr. Casimir, do you realize that you said you took 114 samples, 7 regions? Can you tell us any highlights from those in terms of which was significant to you and why?
Of significance for us in conducting this analysis was the average soil pH that we found across the island. We found on average the soils of Dominica are very acidic, slight and extremely acidic, ranging from pH 5.2 to 5.5. This in itself has implications with regards to nutrient utilization, especially with regards to the mineral fertilizers, and hence pH acidity is of concern to us, and as such efforts and immediate efforts to address and remediate that situation. Notably, we would encourage farmers to start to incorporate the use of much more organic material into their farms, and the incorporation of the use of LASHO, which we call calcium carbonate white lime. This will assist in terms of elevating the soil pH and thus making the use of mineral fertilizers much more efficient. Because the empirical data is there before us, we know that soil acidity affects the availability of nutrients in the soil, as well as making harmful elements much more available for plant uptake, notably iron, which is problematic in our volcanic soils. So as such, yes, with these preliminary findings, we are thus encouraging farmers to actually make much more use of organic material, and we are not necessarily saying about animal manure. We are talking composted material, your felling trees and stuff like that. The issue of actually cleaning the farms very clean, and actually with the minimal use of residues incorporated back into the farm, that has to be reversed. Dominicans have a tendency to actually clean their farms like they're cleaning their homes. So we need to start to encourage much more organic residual matter to be incorporated back into the farm, which would actually assist in terms of the pH problems, but as well as encouraging an improved soil structure, which is again problematic based on the slopes and the terrain and the kind of rainfall patterns that we have. soil erosion is indeed problematic in Dominica. So yes, the whole issue of agroforestry systems and the incorporation of organic matter will definitely assist in curbing these irreversible problems. So thank you very much.